first video today, the only video for today. The worst gamer archetype, man. Have a feeling I already know what he's gonna say, but let's get to it, man.
Video disclaimer. I am not harassing a specific group of people in this video. I am merely
Yo, you are a cool being. I appreciate that, Control Official.
sharing my opinions. Thank you.
Here are 3 reasons why story mode games are trash, bro. Number 1, zero replay value.
The most terrible take I've ever heard, and then he's gonna go on to say that they have no replay value. Brother, have you ever played God of War Ragnarok? I think I've replayed that game at least 17 times, bro. Like, at least 17 times. Same thing with Spider-Man, not Spider-Man, Brandon Day. Spider-Man, any of the games. I could load up into any of the games when I feel like swinging around the city, bro. Literally. I remember you too, Control.
A story mode game. Once you beat the story mode, then what, bro? You gotta buy a new game or you stuck in the same cycle of playing the same weak-ass story mode over and over again. Number 2, you're not competing against anybody.
Alright, see, this is a person who I feel like never has played a story game, bro. Would you count Hitman as a story game? If you're talking about the Hitman that I think you're talking about, I pretty much say so because it has a storyline that you're following. You have a storyline that you're following. Are you talking about this game right here? If you're talking about this, then I say pretty much, yeah. Bald white guy, yeah, then you definitely talking about this one. I say so, because you're still following the story.
Body that's real. You can't sit here and tell me playing against the AI, you're considering that competitive gamer. If you ever played somebody who was actually good at 2K, somebody who was actually good at Madden, a real compy player, you wouldn't even get a first down. You probably couldn't even score a bucket.
Alright, let's do this, man. Let's put you inside of Black Myth Wukong. I've yet to finish that game, and I have like 16 hours on it. Let's put you in Black Myth Wukong. If you don't think that takes skill to beat that game, you're actually a fool, bro.
Y'all sitting cutscenes for majority of the time y'all playing the game anyway.
Well, the best story games are the 3 Batman games. I'm not gonna disagree with that. The best story game, in my personal opinion, is God of War Ragnarok, bro. That's personally my favorite, and in my eyes, the best story game, bro.
You might as well go watch a movie, bro. You sitting in cutscenes, barely even playing the game. Then y'all don't even get to choose y'all gaming path. Y'all are locked into one path that you gotta go.
This right here is a ball.
Playing a story game is like a movie, bro. When you're watching a movie, you can't choose what's happening. Bro, it's a tough game. I might play that game on stream because I fixed my capture card. But, bro, playing a story game is like a movie. When you go to the movies, you don't choose the path that the main character goes on. In a story game, you're usually playing as the main character. You don't get to choose the path that they're going on because their path is already set. You're just playing through it, bro. Beating bosses as you go. And I'm going, like, me personally, the game that I'm thinking about while I'm talking about this is God of War Ragnarok. Am I going to glaze God of War Ragnarok this whole video? Probably so, bro.
Gun gamer, a closed-minded individual with a lack of intelligence and imagination. Please do not be this guy. Before we dive into this video, I want to make it clear there is nothing wrong with playing games that only have balls and guns in them. If that's what you enjoy, then so be it. But it becomes a problem when you have this dismissive nature to the rest of
the only people that really do that are the people that like ball and gun games, but they've never played a story game and they don't even want to play it. And I'm not judging you for not want to play it, but stop being so closed-minded and then hating on the other stuff that people actually like, bro.
the gaming
just look like a fool, bro.
Community and industry. These gamers roam planet Earth saying things like, there's no games to play, while only having 2K, Madden, Fortnite, and COD installed on their PlayStation. This is...
Bro, I don't think anybody plays COD anymore. I feel like the last time COD was good was maybe last year during Halloween, or the year before that Halloween.
Literally a self-imposed limitation on top of a false generalization. These gamers are aware that there are millions of others of games that they could be playing, but they subject themselves to the same 4 games. And because they do that, it creates this
confirmation. Is 2K even good anymore, bro? I didn't even get 2K last year, and I might not even get 2K this year, bro.
Bias in their head. They'd rather stick to playing the same 4 games to reinforce the idea that gaming is dying inside of their heads instead of trying a new one.
Number 1, zero replay value on a story mode game. Once you beat the story mode,
like I said, God of War, Resident Evil, any of them, in my opinion, especially 4. Spider-Man, like I said, there's many. Batman, like you had said, Control. There's multiple story games that have great replay value that you could replay as many times as you want.
So then what, bro? They gotta buy a new game or you stuck in the same cycle of playing the same weak-ass story mode over and over again. There's no replay value. Nobody wants to keep playing the same story mode. When you play 2K, when you play Madden, there's hella different options. You got My Team, you got My League, you got Franchise, you got Dynasty, you got...
You're still playing. I don't think he realizes, bro. You're still playing the same game regardless, bro. You're playing the same game. It just looks different. If 2K, you're playing the same game. You're just on a different court. Oh my gosh, I switched from my career to online. Okay, I'm playing against real people, yes, but it's just a different court, bro. It's just a different, or even if we're talking about online. All right, we're playing in the rec. Oh, I'm just going to go to the park. Literally just a different court, bro. Literally just a different court. Which the rec, yeah, it's like an actual real game. But you still have the same objective, bro. Score the ball. It's the same objective. It's the same thing over and over and over again, bro.
Park. There's online game modes against real people, not final boss Elden Ring AIs, bro.
His first argument is that there's
Elden Ring might actually be the hardest game of all time. Like seriously, in a lot of story games, you can choose different endings or outcomes or choices in general. Exactly, like what's that game called? The Walking Dead. The Walking Dead Telltale series. That you literally get to make decisions in that game. That's what Telltale is, a whole genre where you get to make your own decisions for an outcome, for a different outcome. Walking Dead, what Detroit Become Human, and it's another one, the Batman Telltale game. Like it's more than that.
Zero replay value in story mode games. Now, I could give you 100 reasons on why that's not true, but I'm gonna give you 3. Let's say you're playing a game like The Walking Dead Telltale. There are many ways the story can go based on the decisions that you make inside the game. So only playing it once would be limiting.
If you think any 2K is the greatest game of all time, you might chew on concrete. Like you might be a human being that chews on concrete, because there's no way that you're a fully functioning human being and you think any 2K is the best. It's like the best game of all time. There's no way. Now 2K has had good games, but the best game of all time? No. Wow.
Your experience, that's where the replay value comes from. Some story mode games won't allow you to visit certain locations or use certain weapons because you didn't meet the requirements on the first playthrough. So when you replay the game, now you can experience those things that you didn't do on your first try.
Like in God of War, bro. You know how many times I got rage baited by God of War because I couldn't get some loot because I didn't have the drop near spear? You know how many controllers I almost broke because of that? I ain't break them. $70 is insane, Sony.
Giving it its replay value. And if you're playing a game like a Souls game, you could simply replay the game trying it with a different build or a different strategy. Again, there's more reasons, but I digress. 2K and Madden do give you multiple game modes to play, but his point shifts to story mode games are trash because you can't play against nobody online. There is genuinely no logical bridge between those two statements. Like when I tell you I'm not trying to be rude in this video, bro, it's just these ball and gun gamers have room temperature IQ. To say something like
this, if they're gonna be rude about it, then everybody has a right to be rude about it, bro.
This is just appealing to your own preference. Again, that's not inherently wrong, but when you're arguing something objectively, you can't do it from a subjective bias.
Number 2, you're not competing against anybody that's real. You can't sit here and tell me playing against the AI, you're considering that competitive gamer. You ever play somebody who was actually good at 2K?
You still want to beat the character, bro. That's competitive. If you're trying to beat someone, that is considered being competitive, bro. If your only objective is to beat somebody, that's competitiveness, bro. You're being a competitive person.
Hey, somebody who's actually good at Madden, a real compy player, you wouldn't even get a first down. You probably couldn't even score a bucket. Y'all try to compare that to Elden Ring's final boss or Clash, whatever y'all be playing, bro. I don't even care. Them games is...
Do you know how many times in a 2K game I've 1v1 somebody as a 60 overall and I've scored on them multiple times and they were like a 98, 99 overall? That's not impossible, bro.
It's trash, bro. It's not competitive. You're not a real gamer if you're sitting there playing against the AI, final boss AIs all day, bro.
You're not a real gamer if you're only playing 2K and Madden. Bro, 2K and Madden isn't even good anymore, bro. It's not. I can't sit here, controller right here, game right here. If somebody was to pay me $500 to sit here and play Madden for 24 hours straight, I couldn't do it. I couldn't do it. God of War, I could do it. Black Myth Wukong, I might try to harm myself. That game is way too hard.
This guy is just using arbitrary criteria and completely shifting the goalposts. Because you're going against AI and not real players, the game automatically equals bad. What? Since when did competition against IRL players determine whether a game is good or bad? Again, he's yet to objectively prove why story mode games are bad. He's using this type of reductionism so that anything outside of playing online just equals.
That's literally his only point. Oh, story games are trash because you're not playing against real people. It's not really competitive. Oh my god.
Bad. Bro, story mode games aren't trying to be online experiences. That's like rating Dark Souls based on its esports potential. What are you talking about? And then he makes this point where these people who play story mode games wouldn't be able to get a bucket.
There are some story games that are also online, by the way. Like 2K, I guess you could say is kind of a story game and it's a story game and a online game because you know My Career has its own story. So I guess I'll count it too. But Mortal Kombat, that's a story game and an online game. You can play online, you can fight other people online, and you can fight people in the game. And they have hard fights in there that's actually challenging you, bro. I made a trash beat, you should react to it, send it in Discord.
2K or a first down in Madden, of course they wouldn't. They don't play those games. Like, I bet if someone told him play Cuphead on the hardest difficulty, without getting hit once on your first try, he would see the competitive nature in these story mode games. Because trying to do a challenge like that on Cuphead is way harder than any challenge or a game mode or competition in 2K or Madden. The competition he's
I want to play Cuphead so bad, bro.
Looking for in these single player story mode games is competition against yourself. Go talk to a From Software fan. I'll guarantee they give you a challenge.
For 3, y'all sit in cutscenes for majority of the time y'all playing the game anyway. You might as well go watch a movie, bro. You sitting in cutscenes, barely even playing the game. Then, y'all don't even get to choose y'all gaming path. Y'all are locked into one path.
Facts, I can't wait till GTA 6. And low-key, bro, I am a little mad that I can't get 2K27. Because I do want to play it a little bit. But every time I get 2K, it's like a Minecraft 1 week phase. I play it for a week, I don't touch the game. And then a month will pass by. I'll play it for a week, don't touch the game. Like, I can't stay playing that game. But that's why I'm not buying 2K, bro, because I got to save up for GTA 6 and I got to save up for Wolverine. I had to ask myself, do I want 2K27 and Wolverine, or do I want GTA 6 and Wolverine? Obvious answer, bro. I'm trash at 2K, so it's okay.
That you gotta go. 2K is hella options. Rainbow Six Siege, hella options. Madden, hella options, bro. I'm not finna sit here and tell me that the games I play.
I've never played Siege, like, ever.
The games I spend my time on ain't copy games. One of y'all play me in 2K or play me in Madden for some money. On God. I'm gonna scrape y'all, bro. And I'll hop on.
Obviously, like he said, if somebody doesn't play the game, you're gonna beat them. But let's start up a whole new story game. I've never played Elden Ring personally. So let's put me and you in a situation where whoever beats the first Elden Ring boss first wins. I personally love story games. I play a lot of story games. I know that if you want to beat a boss, you have to find their exact, fighting strategies to beat them. I bet you any money that I would be able to beat the first boss in Elden Ring before him.
Y'all games, and I'll scrape y'all games too. But nobody, y'all play on monitors, put your headphones on, and think you so much better than everybody else because I play on a TV and I play sports games. I'm a sports gamer, bro. I'm sorry. Like for part 2, bro.
Again, there's
nothing wrong with being a sports gamer. If you can only play a game where you gotta, play with a ball, pause, or you have to shoot a gun, there's nothing wrong with that, bro. There's nothing wrong with that. Just stop judging people who play games that are more than just that, bro. Stop judging people.
Ignorance. Yes, we're locked into one path as a whole. That's what a story mode game is. I'm starting to believe this guy doesn't know what the word story actually means. It's literally a narrative account of connected events, bro. It's not that hard to understand. 2K and Madden also don't have hella options. A vast majority of 2K players only play My Career, and a vast majority of Madden players only play MUT. Let's be real. Bro, some of my favorite competitive fighting games of all time, MKX, Fighter Z, and Tekken, bro, and they have way higher competitive ceilings than 2K or Madden.
Alright, I don't know if it's just me, but video games have fallen off. There's only 3 games that people play nowadays.
Hey, does your locker look like this? This is what your locker could look like.
Yeah, if you download that website or get that website, they're gonna have your family's IP address like that, bro.
NBA 2K, Call of Duty,
MK11 is the best MK of all time. I'm not disagreeing with that.
in Madden. And I'm not gonna lie, when I was younger, we used to play
I didn't even get 2K26. Nobody plays 2K anymore like that, bro. Nobody.
a whole bunch of video games. Some to name a few: Terraria, Minecraft, all of the Super Mario Bros. Games. And it's so crazy to me that it's almost been a year and I still don't have a Nintendo Switch 2. Younger me will beat my ass right now. But in all seriousness, video games are just...
I played Mortal Kombat 1. I still gotta finish the story mode though. I mess with it though. But Mortal Kombat 11, I finished the story. That was a great game.
It's not as fun to play anymore. Yes, I'm still gonna play video games probably till I die, obviously. But the only game that I play fully every single day is NBA 2K. And I hate that shit. But younger me would play so many...
So don't play it. Branch out and find other games. It's not like, bro, he's acting like the PlayStation Store doesn't exist. Bro, you look grown. You got a job. Bro, buy another game. It's fine, bro. Nobody's gonna judge you for buying another game. Unless it's Genshin Impact.
Games, the Lego games, the Jurassic World games, spin-off games, Toy Story 3 video game. Real ones no. But nowadays, I just find myself playing the big three. Gaming, PvP shooters, and sometimes if a goated adventure game drops, like Spider-Man 2, well, that shit was kind of a bust. I'll play that game.
Spider-Man 2 was a bust. Yeah, bro.
I don't really play video games like I used to. And maybe it's me getting older. But I know the younger demographic, all
Injustice is fire.
they play is Roblox. So it's not that many creative games being made right now. And I know with artificial intelligence coming out, that game developers are kind of screwed because of the RAM prices and stuff going on right now. And it's kind of going to be hard to produce.
Okay, so he's saying no creative games are coming out. So he definitely doesn't have a PC and he doesn't know what Steam is.
Video games, and then some of these games are going to be AI generated now. But what happened to fun video games to play? When is there going to be another big game that everyone plays that's actually fun and enjoyable? Because right now, video games are kind of boring.
Marvel Rivals is enjoyable.
So this second video isn't as bad because this dude genuinely seems open-minded, and he said that he used to play a vast majority of games growing up, but then he concludes by saying that he finds himself playing the same 3 games over and over. I'm not going to attack him like I did the first guy because I think there's more nuance here. I think the gaming industry has forced some players like him into being one-trick ponies and playing the same games over and over. Like, the gaming industry is no doubt at an all-time low. That we cannot argue. It's just oversaturated with the same video game copies, remakes, remasters, and there's no more original ideas. And
I think I only played the first Injustice.
this guy's take on Nintendo, in my opinion, serves as justification for that. Like, I think many people can agree with me when I say Nintendo just isn't it anymore. Like, the last console I bought from them was a 3DS XL. I don't even think I bought it. I think my mom bought me it, bro. I was a kid. And
Bro,
then
I had a Nintendo Switch Lite. Worst decision I ever made, bro. Well, I didn't buy it. Worst decision my mom ever made was buying me that Nintendo Switch Lite. Bro, I was running Fortnite in 30 FPS. I was getting clipped left and right, bro. Seriously.
my second favorite console of all time is the Wii. And honestly, in recent years, what has Nintendo done for its fan base and community?
When will the Steam Machine come out? Is that what it's called? Let me look it up right quick. When is this? Has the Steam Machine came out? What? What are the chances? The Steam Machine launches today. Let me see. What are the chances, bro? There's no way it launches today. Okay, never mind. It doesn't launch today. This was posted June 22nd. I was about to say, what are the chances? It's $1,000 though. Goodness gracious. People supporting Lindsay Clancy are dumb. First of all, there's no way for it to be the husband. There's proof he wasn't home, and she literally admitted it was her lawyer did too. I don't know who that is.
Overcharge them, scam them, and underdeliver? But don't you worry, Nintendo. I got a video coming for y'all soon. But seriously though, this guy even says that his younger self would beat him up if he could see the new version of him. I think the gaming industry now is turning old gamers who used to play all this variety of stuff into these mindless gun and ball gamers. And unless you're self-aware like me and you watching this video, you will fall into the mindless loop of playing Shooter Hero, Copy 900, 2K, Madden, and GTA. Because those games games are the only games that get hyped by these content creators, these streamers, and these companies. Like, these corporate gaming companies have this evil, greedy, systemic approach to gaming, and it's just ruining all of it. I think it's important for gamers like him who used to find themselves playing a large variety of games to go do their research and invest in these niche specific indie companies, because they're the ones producing
Facts, bro. Story mode is fire.
these good games in 2026. These big triple
Me personally, I feel like story games are better than online games. That's my opinion personally.
AAA companies, not so much, bro. Don't get caught up in what they're doing. These AAA companies nowadays are scared to push the boundaries. They're scared to offend people. They won't give us a grounded story, and they're just for greed and money. So I want to wrap this video up by saying, nobody's saying that you can't enjoy sports games or shooters. If you like Call of Duty and you like 2K and those are your two favorite games of all time, play them, but don't let them limit your experience in gaming. Don't let Call of Duty, Black Ops 7, and 2K26, two of the worst out of their entire franchise, be the reason that you view gaming as dying or dead or boring. You can't sit here and play
Here's another thing too, man. Instead of like arguing about which one's better online and story mode games, let's like put them together. Like, look at A Way Out, and this is not the only online game that you can play with other people, but A Way Out, for example, that's a game that you can play with two people, and it's a story game, and you can get through the story with two people. It's online. Make more games like that, like Spider-Man 2. Everybody wanted it to be an online game. It was still a good game, even though it wasn't one. They wanted it to be a multiplayer game. Let me say that, to where one person could be Peter, one person could be Miles. I like the idea. It was still a great game even without that happening. But let's just make more story mode games that you can play with people, bro. Instead of arguing which one's better.
same 4 games, ignore the entire industry, then turn around and say gaming is dead or there's nothing else to play. Because that's not a gaming problem, that's a you problem. Because when you actually step outside your bubble, you may find some games that you actually like. I was a victim of this. I only used to play fighting games and sports games, bro. Those were my only games. Then I started playing games like Cuphead. That is one of my favorite games. I platinumed the game, bro. I love that game. But you'll never
I platinumed Spider-Man 2.
experience that feeling if you keep trying the same things over and over, and stop treating your preferences as if it's facts. But look, y'all, that's all I got to say. If you
Hey man, W video, bro.